Fear. Fear is one of the most debilitating of all the emotions that we humans experience in our lifetimes. Fear can be multifarious in its nature and it can crop up in a multitude of circumstances or situations. Now, we as humans, both you and I, may experience a variety of fears. We may experience fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown, fear of the uncertain, fear of the inexplicable, and of course, fear of the undecipherable, and so on and so forth. So, how does fear impact humans? Well, to begin with, I would say that fear can definitely paralyze your body. It can plague your thought processes. It can prevent life-saving changes or responses. It can procrastinate your opportunity encashment. It can preclude your decision-making capabilities. And finally, it can prohibit the materialization of your and my dreams and aspirations. And that's a tall order, isn't it? Hi folks, this is Ruhail Khan, and before I dwell any further on fear, the what, why and how of it all, I'd like to request you to please subscribe to the channel, like and share this video, and of course, do not forget to plug in your comments. Thank you very much. So if fear can potentially wreak such profound havoc on our lives as humans, don't you ever wonder as to why and how we subscribe to it in the first place? Is it due to our lack of support, lack of planning, lack of knowledge, lack of experience, lack of motivation, lack of competence, and other variables which get plugged in, like, our inherent laziness, our risk averseness, or maybe even complacency too? Notwithstanding the form, feature, or of course the finality of fear, I'm pretty confident that all of us can conquer our fears, whether they're individual or collective. Now, I'm not going to be talking about how the brain, pituitary, and the adrenaline complex works, but I'm definitely going to be dwelling upon the psychological aspects of this phenomenon. As part of our evolutionary journey over the ages, we humans have been primed and hardwired to recognize and react to fear. Now, this response mechanism has been the cornerstone of human survival across the ages, across the millennia. We humans have had to basically perennially deal with the fight or flee syndrome. And across the ages, this has become embedded in our conscious and subconscious minds. Now, how does one deal with and overcome fears? Well, what needs to be understood is that there are two complements to it. One is all the fears that we're already aware of, and two would be all the fears that could arise or that could crop up in any unforeseen situation in the future. Now, for fears of every variety, what you need to do is to list all these fears. Now, you may not list them in any order of probity or any order of priority or any order of impact. Even a random listing will do. And for every single fear that you may list out there on your list or that may crop up in any unforeseen situation in the future, as I talked about earlier, you need to ask yourself two simple questions. Why do I fear this animal, this activity, this situation, this person, this feeling? And number two, what's the worst that can probably happen? And it will soon dawn on you that you are only dealing with probabilities. And the best part is that they may never happen. As an example, what's the probability of you getting hijacked on an airplane, getting lost in the Amazonian rainforest, or getting attacked by a great white? Yes, of course, there's a probability, but a pretty low one at that. And probabilities are just that. They may never happen. And by the way, how many times have all these things happened to you or anybody that you know in your circle? I'd confidently say almost never. On the other hand, what's the possibility of you getting an Ivy League degree, a quick promotion, a paid vacation? Very high, simply because possibilities can be strived for and achieved, and irrespective of the outcome of these possibilities, nobody can stop you from trying if you're serious about achieving a particular outcome. Irrespective of all the fears, all the roadblocks, all the choke points that you may have to entertain along the way, you are going to at least try and materialize a particular possibility, because possibilities are the main frame, whereas probabilities are a small subset of the possibility spectrum. So, for any fear that you may visualize or encounter in life, just do three small things. Think about it, understand it, and ignore it. And that's it, you're done with it. Now, you may ask why? Why? I'll tell you why. Because every fear is a figment of your imagination, whereas every action is an exposition of your confidence. And you should always remember, while danger is real, fear is always imaginary. It exists only as long as you allow it to exist. Otherwise, it has no existence. So folks, that's it for today's video. And before I wind up this video, I'd like to request and remind you to please subscribe to this channel, like and share this video as always, and do not forget to plug in your comments. Until the time we meet again, I'd like you to take care of yourselves, your loved ones, and your near and dear ones. Until we meet again, take care and God bless. Thank you for your time, patience, and of course your interest in running through these videos with me. Goodbye.